Well, the onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From the end zone, here's Devin Tompkins. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
That's out wide for Palmer. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. The first carry down for Dalvin Cook. And some space here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. What a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Watson now to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by a Fitu Melifonwu. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 41. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Bronco 80.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up third and 5.
Here we go, here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 7, Tuck 19, Warrior 70. Go.
He'll look to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Evans, the man in motion left. First down, here's the run with Cook. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Dalvin Cook with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd and 9. Back to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Well, almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
70 Rangers. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Mustang 19.
They're going to try and throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Niners first down. They only needed 1, but it ends up being a gain of 6 and moves the chains. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Niners at a disappointing 0-4 through the first month of the year. It's been really a lost first month of the season, that's for sure.
And they still believe they have potential. They still believe they're a good team. But they have to absolutely start showing it right now. 0-4? That doesn't even sound right to them. But let's face it, you are what your record says you are until you break out of it.
It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. And that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try to pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Trap 60, trap 60. 18, Pioneer. 19, Lion. Hurry, hurry.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. He finds his target. It's Evans. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. That catch is number 819 of his career. It ties him with Hall of Famer Steve Largent,
who did things largely below the radar. Not this guy. 819 catches, that speaks loudly in volumes.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Watson changing the play. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Godwin, the motion man. Cook on the toss left. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Palmer going in motion right. They'll try the air now with Watson. This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Evans has it left side. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. Here's Watson. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Dalvin Cook. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bucs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 receptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Now the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Watson. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 80 yards rushing now for Cook, and this is a 1st down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Cook makes the catch on the out route. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Dalvin Cook on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Buccaneers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 21-0. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And then he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
They'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said punt it. Punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
Let's go.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. On 1st and 10, Watson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Cook up the gut. And he gets it down to the 32. 109 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Back to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Hey, check that.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. Pushes past him, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
That was a good explosive run right there, and it brings up an interesting little dilemma, doesn't it? 4th and inches, got to decide what they want to do now. Not sure they expected to be in this situation with what they were facing on third down.
And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll look to throw now on first down.
He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And now off to the races down the right side.
And the Buccaneers are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And we'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope. Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
79 Broncos. Ready.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Palmer going in motion right.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And they're going to speed things up here. Back to throw, Watson.
Open man, it's Palmer. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
On the ground, it's Cook. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Now they send a man in motion right.
On second down, it's Cook again.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Dalvin Cook
with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list.
And the Buccaneers take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
Able to find Gray here.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
7, Dragon 60. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Second and 6. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 32-yard line.
Now they'll change things up.
19 Tiger. Go.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
That's complete left side to Gray.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Pickup brings up second and 4 at the 26-yard line.
Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on fourth down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here's Watson. And Cook has it, left side. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Extra point try now from Dicker.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto, and so the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The offense on third down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Touchdown!
Trey Palmer,
His first touchdown on the year.
and the Buccaneers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And now here's another interception. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. The Bucs summon their offense back onto the field here. They're going to go for 2.
Cook, they'll try and run it.
They are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter.
Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now back to throw.
Caught along the left side by Hyatt. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Looking to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Rig alert, rig alert. Ready.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They're going to look to throw.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Ready.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
That's Kalijah Cansey in to get him down.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. A handoff left. McCaffrey. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down. football. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now it's Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they move the foot.
And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there for the Niners. 53 yards.
Let's go now.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Alert! Alert! Ready?
McCaffrey on the toss right. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And Watson's going to throw it here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Watson looks to throw again.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
Down, he's coming.
Watson. He'll dump this off to Cook. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing on third down, Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
At the 45-yard line.
Unlock line. Unlock. Ready.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about